Lying is a form of communication between two parties, namely the deceiver and the deceived. The deceiver intends to transfer a false information or impression. Lying is not unique to human beings. Even animals and plants are founded on lying. A possum pretending to be dead, a cuckoo in his parasitic occupancy in some other bird's nest are examples of lying. Orchids may pose like a sexy female bee to lure the horny male bee for copulation. They may make the shape and scent of the female bee, and in the process of copulation or pseudo-copulation, it's a wasted effort for the male bee. But fortunately for the flower, it can transfer some of the pollens to the male bee. When the male bee flies off and lands on another flower, the deposits, the pollen, may enter the other flower, allowing that flower to reproduce. 60% of the human beings lie once in every 10-minute conversations, as per the Journal of Basic and Applied Psychology. Lie is like a plant. The more you feed it, larger it grows. Plato in his Republic claimed that the rules of the society must promulgate noble lies for the sake of social harmony among masses. But he condemned the sophist's cavalier attitude towards truth. Hugo Grotius argued that the concept of moral wrongness is built in the notions of lying. Immanuel Kant proposed that there are no conceivable circumstances in which lying is morally acceptable. Niccolo Machiavelli, in his political treatise The Prince, advised the princes to hide their emotions, intentions, behavior to become great liars or deceivers. It is argued that the lie is taking care of the present, but it has no future. Lying manifests in any of the following constructs of dishonesty. Complete deception. It's an absolute and utter fabrication. Second, half-truth. It's commission of partial falsehood. Third is exaggeration. It's commission of falsehood with the things that are really true. And fourth, pertinent commission. Again, here, commission of falsehood by virtue of leaving the vital contextual information. Maximum lies are seen in the age group between 13 and 17, and minimum lies are seen in the age group between 6 and 7. Children with attention deficit disorder who struggle for executive functions, they have troubles on lying. Person with the inhibited prefrontal cortex, they improve in their capacity to lie. There is a condition called pseudologia fantastica, otherwise known as pathological lying, in which eloquent and interesting stories are revealed, at times on fantastic themes, and they are revealed on the verge of believability, and the content is invariably heroic in nature. Why people lie? People want to promote themselves, self-impressions, and to have personal and economic advantage. People want to protect themselves from personal transgressions and avoidance. And people want to create an impact in others. It is said that a mistake is an accident, but telling a lie is an intended choice. What are the types of lie? We have 4 types. White lie. It's construed as a kind of an altruistic process. The individual is helped. At the same time, the person who is lying is praised for his selfless nature. Second is a grey lie. What exactly is happening? The individual is revealing a lie to help another person to come out of that trouble, and he also gains a reciprocal benefit of lying from that individual to come out of that trouble. And third is a black lie. It's based on simple and careless selfishness. The other individual may not be affected, but the person who is telling this lie may come out of that trouble, or he may get something extra, what he desired. A red lie is spite and revenge. The ultimate intention is to hurt the person, even at the expense of harming oneself. There are many lies available about lie detection techniques, but to tell you the truth, there is no single procedure or simple instrument to identify an individual at the time of lying. Polygraphs are prone for false negative cases. It's like diagnosing a syndrome, not even a disease, by just noting down a simple variable like temperature. Brain fingerprinting, they do not have any concrete result or specificity. Some consider narcoanalysis, the truth serum, as a scientific tool, but the revelation under narcoanalysis is dependent upon the personality makeup of the individual, levels of sedation, and levels of denial and resistance from the individual. A person under narco may say certain things that he wished were true, but not that were necessarily true. It lowers the inhibitions, and what exactly is happening is a violation of one's own mind space. It tears down the volitional process and makes the individual to act against his will. Extreme volubility under narcoanalysis is involuntary, without controlled trials, without experiment in larger samples, without multidisciplinary forensic expertise. It is very difficult to conclude that the person under narcoanalysis is revealing the truth and nothing but truth.